So when I met the clients for the first time, they were very clear. They said we wanted a home, but at the same time we want an experience and a new lifestyle created by your design. And it started from there. The floating house is a very modern and bold aesthetic. It is located in Feroke. It sits on a plot of 3,000 square meters. We have 2 floors, ground and first floor, and we have 5 bedrooms, a gym, a home office, a lot of common area. We can park 6 cars under the shade, but at one time, if they have gatherings and functions, it can even hold up to 25 to 28 cars. So this is the site. This is roughly 50 meters, and this one portion would be 50, the other portion would be on the 50 meters. We have the river right across. The site faces west, this is the north. We have various warehouses and factories on all sides, so this is one warehouse we have. And because we have all these buildings on either side, we planted a lot of trees on it. So you get a nice avenue when you enter, so your focus is on the building and the river behind. And they wanted the pool to be part of the main house, so it would act as a river tributary just flowing in. So when you enter the site, you feel as if the pool is flowing into the river. So when you enter the house, there is a nice blank wall which blocks the view, so people do not know what to expect when they're going to enter the house. And as soon as you enter the house, there's this nice long glazing facade which gives you uninterrupted views to the river. So there is a mini living or a foyer and a larger living. Then you have the dining, which is connected to the pantry and to the kitchen. So the kitchen utility, everything is towards the east, because this is a little more secluded block, but your bedrooms, your ladies' living, your dining and your main living, everything faces the river and the pool. Ground floor, we have 1 bedroom here and 1 guest bedroom here. We have a lovely prayer room at the back behind the staircase, which is like my favorite room in the house because of the volume and the function. It's a nice double height space where people go and pray. And we have this sculpted staircase. You get a glimpse of it when you enter the house. Because of the double heights, we actually have a lot of light coming from all sides, so we wanted it to be lit throughout the day. Designed as a floating object, it's made of concrete, it's a monolithic structure, and we used a lot of glass as handrails so that it seems very seamless. And the rest of the staircase we covered with Korean so that it doesn't get dirty or dusty at all, and it's maintenance free. And the flooring we used is marble, just as the rest of the house. And we gave it a slight inclination, so it's more like a welcoming staircase to take you upstairs, and also acts as a visual barrier to the kitchen and the prayer room from the rest of the house. Whatever we designed aesthetically from the outside is forgotten when you walk into the house, because the ground floor is just glass and all the concrete or the structural walls are all on the first floor. So when you go to the first floor, you actually realize, or you get to see the 4 bedroom blocks. We have the master here with a nice big bathroom and terrace. And then you have 1 bedroom here with a lovely balcony and the bathrooms. This volume continues towards the prayer room, which is a double height, and you also have another double height staircase volume here. And then you have the other big block, which again houses 1 bedroom and the home theatre. So when you climb up the staircase, you get to see this funky shaped opening here, which gives you a view of the brick factories in the foreground. When we started playing with the facades, we had all these cubes coming out, and it was all very linear, rectilinear. We wanted to play around with some shape somewhere, so we came up with a curved organic form just to complement the rest of the space. We didn't want everything to be like huge blank spaces. That started the trend for the interior. Once we got that opening from the outside, we shifted that to the false ceilings, we shifted that to partition walls, we shifted that to the tables, like I said. Then we came across this nice bubbly patterned sculpture, which I think is supposed to be a bookcase or something, I really don't know, but we just thought it would act as a good partition between the spaces over here. And this corridor continues into this glass bridge, which is what you see from the outside on the first floor level, and this connects you to the home office and the gym. So this is the parking lot or the garage. There is a staircase which goes up, so in case people want to come visit the client on business purposes, they don't have to go into the main house. They take the staircase and go right up to study. Or if they have gym instructors coming in, they can all walk into the house from this staircase. So the main house is secluded from this area, which is more like the common area. Now the connecting bridge or the glass bridge between the house and the garage block is influenced by the Feroke bridge. It's a very famous railway bridge. The angles of the steel and the basic proportion is taken from the Feroke bridge, just to say hello, you're still in Feroke. So that was the whole idea of the glass bridge. So the bedrooms are like these hollow cubes, and each bedroom, even though they're all planned the same, so when you enter the bedroom, the main focus is on the river and all the furniture complements it. So the position of the bed, the position of the television, the position of the sofa, study table is the same in all the bedrooms. Just that depending on the color palette each of the children liked, we played around with that, but the basic layout and plan is same in all the rooms except for the master bedroom because we made it much bigger. We kept it super simple, super minimal. The only design element we did was the bed frame, which actually starts on the ground and touches all the surfaces and it curves. We had an extended balcony and we used black granite just to show that it's another space. From below it appears to be one surface, but because it faces the west and there's a lot of wind and rain, if we don't give extra protection, water could come in, so we wanted to avoid that. And the balconies have all as glass railing, so you get to see the river. It kind of gives it a nice different feel to the whole space. All the rooms have a walk-in wardrobe, but the master bedroom, they particularly wanted a larger wardrobe. And we also have a mirror towards the end to give it a seamless look, so it seems much larger. We have 3 zones in the master bedroom. So we have the bedroom zone, we have a huge wardrobe and an even bigger bathroom. The master bathroom is the grand finale and we wanted it to be very special. We nearly spent a month designing it. So you can enter from the bedroom, from the dressing room, and you also have a planter balcony. And this wash basin was designed using all the angles we've used in the floating house. It also appears to be floating, just like the bed element in the master bedroom. And they also have a private Ayurvedic spa on the outside. So there's a lot of things happening in the master bathroom as well. We used plywood and Korean, which is very popular these days, to give it a nice white glossy feel. We didn't want it to be colorful, we didn't want it to stand out, we wanted it to complement the rest of the room. The client always liked white. So in order to take that forward to this house, we plastered and painted the whole house white. Every room was painted white. The flooring was white marble, but predominantly we wanted to keep it white so that the space feels big. The play with light and shadow looks best in white. The crispness of the lines and angles due to the shadows and the shadow play and the light coming in is always best seen in white. The windows were all floor to ceiling, so it was just glass throughout. We used mirrors in the end of corridors, in the pantry areas, and also the wardrobe when you enter, just to reflect the river into the house wherever you go. All around, when you're walking in through the house, you always think about the river, you get the reflection. So that was all what we wanted to bring into the design of the house. So the amount of energy used in this house is minimal simply because of the way we designed it in terms of light and ventilation. The roof portion is filled with solar panels. And if you look at the volume of solar panels, we've used only less than 50% of the area for solar panels. But yet this powers the whole house, including air conditioning. So he does not have to pay any electricity bill. Believe it or not, what I saw is exactly what we've created. So in my mind, all I could see was the river expanse, the big factories across the river and the mangroves, the Feroke bridge, the culture, and some of the colorful fishing boats which are going through. And I was like, we should capture all this. I showed them this vision and they loved it and they said, let's just do it. And we haven't changed anything in the plan or the concept.